There is a terrifying quote that says, "Most men die at 25, we just don't bury them until they are 75. Look at your last week. Can you remember a single distinct moment? Or did the days just bleed together? Monday turned into Friday, January is already turning into December, and you have this sinking feeling in your chest that you are busy, you are exhausted, but you aren't moving forward. You're just existing. This is not an accident. The modern world is engineered to keep you in this state. It is designed to harvest your attention, your time, and your potential, leaving you with nothing but regret when you're too old to change it. We assume wasting your life looks like doing nothing, lying in bed staring at the ceiling. But that's false. Wasting your life often looks like hard work. It looks like chasing the wrong things. It looks like success to everyone else while you are slowly dying inside. Today we are going to expose the 5 silent traps that are consuming your potential right now. These aren't obvious mistakes. They are subtle. They feel comfortable. And that is exactly why they are dangerous. If you recognize yourself in number 3 or number 5, you need to wake up immediately. Part 2, the trap of cheap dopamine. Trap number 1, the pursuit of cheap dopamine. Let's get real. Your 20s and early 30s are your accumulation years. Biologically, mentally, and energetically, this is the peak time to build the foundation of your entire existence. But most people treat this decade like a playground instead of a construction site. You see this everywhere. The weekend warrior culture. The obsession with partying hard, because YOLO, you only live once. But here is the brutal truth about substance abuse, excessive partying, and digital addiction. You are borrowing happiness from tomorrow to pay for today. And the interest rate on that loan, it's astronomical. Every time you numb yourself with alcohol, drugs, or even just 6 hours of doom scrolling, you aren't just killing time. You are killing your competitive advantage. While you are recovering from a hangover or brain fog, someone else is up. They are learning the skill you're ignoring. They are building the business you're dreaming about. They are in the gym building the body you want. You think you have time. You say, "I'll get serious when I'm 30. But habits are like wet cement. They harden. By the time you hit 30, that lifestyle isn't a choice anymore. It's a prison. If your main source of joy comes from consuming things rather than creating things, you are already in the trap. Stop trading your future empire for a Friday night feeling that you won't even remember on Tuesday. Part 3, the overnight success myth. Trap number 2, the obsession with outcome over foundation. We live in the era of the 19-year-old crypto millionaire. You open your phone, and you see kids half your age buying Lamborghinis. And what happens? You feel inadequate. You feel like a failure. This triggers a toxic response. You try to rush the process. You look for shortcuts. You jump from one get-rich-quick scheme to another, dropshipping, day trading, AI automation, never sticking with anything long enough to actually get good at it. This is the success trap. You are so obsessed with looking successful that you never actually become capable of being successful. Here is the reality check. Your 20s are not for harvesting. They are for planting. If you try to harvest a crop you haven't watered, you starve. Real success, the kind that lasts, is an iceberg. The world only sees the tip. They don't see the years of eating dirt, the failed projects, the lonely nights working when everyone else was at the bar. Stop looking at the scoreboard. Look at the field. If you are 24, 25, or even 29, and you aren't rich yet, good. You aren't supposed to be. You are supposed to be learning. You are supposed to be failing. If you spend your energy trying to look like you've made it, you will waste the very years you needed to actually make it. The trap is thinking the finish line is tomorrow. It's not. It's a marathon, and you are sprinting in the wrong direction. Part 4, the status game. Trap number 3, burning cash to impress people you don't like. There is a famous line from Fight Club. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. This is the status trap, and it is the single biggest destroyer of wealth in America. We are biologically wired to care what the tribe thinks of us. Thousands of years ago, if the tribe rejected you, you died. But today, that instinct is being hacked by marketing algorithms. You lease the BMW not because you love engineering, but because you want your high school friends to think you're doing well. You buy the designer bag to signal your value. But here is the irony: nobody cares. When you drive by in a Ferrari, people don't look at you and think, wow, he is cool. They look at the car and think, wow, I would look cool in that car. They are thinking about themselves, not you. By playing the status game, you become a slave. You become a slave to your credit card debt. A slave to your boss because you need that paycheck to fund the lifestyle that imprisons you. You surrender your freedom for applause. Real wealth is invisible. Real wealth is freedom. Real wealth is the ability to wake up in the morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. If your self-worth is tied to the logo on your shirt, you are building your life on quicksand. Part 5. The Comfort Zone Cage. Trap number 4. Seeking stability at all costs. This is the most controversial one. We are taught from birth, go to school, get good grades, get a safe job, retire at 65. But in your youth, stability is often just a code word for fear. If you stay in a job you hate just because it pays the bills and offers dental insurance, you are paying a heavy price. You are paying with your soul. Every day you sit in that cubicle doing work that drains you, a part of your potential atrophies. It dies. Your 20s are the time to take risks. You have no mortgage, hopefully, no kids, maybe, and energy to burn. This is the time to start the business. To move to a new city. To fail spectacularly. If you prioritize safety now, you are guaranteeing mediocrity forever. The trap is the golden handcuffs. You get just comfortable enough to stay, but not uncomfortable enough to leave. And then you wake up at 45, realizing you spent your prime years building someone else's dream because you were too scared to build your own. Comfort is the enemy of growth. If you aren't scared, you aren't growing. Part 6. The Credential Trap. Trap number 5. The Professional Student Syndrome. This is specific to our generation. We have been sold a lie that more degrees equals more success. So when people feel lost, when they don't know what to do with their lives, what do? They go back to school. They get another master's. They get another certification. But often this isn't education. It's procrastination in disguise. You are hiding in the classroom because the real world is scary. The marketplace is scary. In the real world, nobody cares about your GPA. They care about value. Can you solve a problem? Can you sell? Can you lead? I see so many young people stacking degrees like Pokemon cards, accumulating massive student debt, only to realize that the market doesn't value their theory. They value execution. While you are writing your third thesis on the theory of business, some 22-year-old dropout is actually building a business and making millions. Don't use school as a bunker to hide from reality. Unless you are becoming a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, the best teacher is the arena. Get out there. Get punched in the face by the market. Fail. Learn. Adapt. That tuition is free and the lessons stick forever. Part 7. The Conclusion. Wasting your life doesn't happen all at once. It happens drop by drop. It happens every time you choose the easy path over the right path. It happens when you choose the video game over the gym. When you choose the safe job over the risky dream. When you choose the approval of others over your own self-respect. But here is the good news, it is not too late. You can wake up. Right now. Today. You don't need to change everything at once. Just pick one of these traps. Is it the cheap dopamine? The status game? The need for safety? Pick one. And destroy it. Don't let another year slip by in a blur of comfort and mediocrity. The clock is ticking. The question is not, how much time do you have left? The question is, what are you going to do with it? If this video woke something up inside you, hit the like button so it reaches more people who are sleepwalking through life. And subscribe if you want to escape the matrix, not just live in it. See you in the next one. Sending you 10 motivational quotes, hoping to add a spark to your journey. Discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Jim Rohn. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. John Shed. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20 unknown. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do Then buy the ones you did do, Mark Twain. The only way to do great work is to love what you do, Steve Jobs.